All right, let's jump into a deep dive today into one of the most well-known stories, I think, in Western literature,
Yeah.
Trojan War.
Absolutely.
And for today's deep dive, we're going to be drawing from some great YouTube videos that kind of summarize for us
Yeah.
the Iliad and the Odyssey by
Yeah.
Homer, and then also some other materials kind of talking about the aftermath
Yeah.
of the Trojan War.
Right.
Now, these videos, of course, offer simplified versions
Right.
of these really, really long,
They're epic, literally.
epic poems.
Yeah.
But trust me, they don't skimp
No,
on the drama or the intrigue.
not at all.
And what we want to do today is, not only revisit some of the key players and events of the Trojan War,
Okay.
but to uncover some fascinating details that might just surprise, even the most seasoned Trojan War enthusiast.
I love it. I love it. That's the best part.
Right.
Yeah, those little hidden gems.
Yeah, those little tidbits.
The things you don't always hear about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's amazing how these ancient myths, even when they're simplified, there's still so many layers to explore,
It's true.
like an onion.
It's true.
Yeah.
So to kind of kick things off, let's unpack the pretty captivating catalyst
Okay.
behind this whole conflict.
Yes.
The infamous Helen of Troy.
Yes.
These videos paint a really vivid picture of her.
Yeah.
She's this woman of stunning beauty,
Of course.
an object of desire, but also ultimately someone who became the face that launched 1,000 ships and ignited this brutal war.
Right. Well, and that's the thing about Helen that is so fascinating is that it's almost like a question her agency in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Was she kidnapped? Did she go willingly? Or is it a more nuanced explanation? And the sources that we have, they present her as this woman making choices within a world that is dominated by powerful men.
Right.
And let's not forget even more powerful gods.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really makes you think about those forces at play, both human and divine, that kind of shape destiny.
Absolutely.
Speaking of powerful men, let's talk about how the Greeks actually assembled for this war.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So Helen disappears with Paris.
Right.
Her husband Menelaus is understandably furious.
Yeah.
But it's his brother Agamemnon who really sets the wheels in motion
Okay.
for war.
So Agamemnon, he's a shrewd strategist.
Yeah.
He rallies these Greek forces by appealing to their sense of honor, right? The allure of all this plunder,
Oh, yeah, the riches of Troy.
the riches of Troy,
Yeah.
and then maybe even more effectively, the oath that they swore to defend Menelaus when Helen chose him as her husband.
Ah, the binding oath. So powerful.
Yeah, very powerful in that time.
But not every hero was champing at the bit to join this fight.
Yeah.
And this is where we meet Odysseus, the clever king of Ithaca.
Yes, Odysseus.
The videos really highlight his initial reluctance to join the war.
He didn't want to go.
He didn't want to go. And it's this hesitation that actually gives us a pretty captivating side story.
Yeah, it really does. It's very interesting.
So, fill us in. What is the deal with Odysseus and his...
Oh, this is where his cunning comes in.
Yeah.
And it's legendary, right?
Right.
He pretends to be mad.
What?
Yeah, to get out of going to Troy.
No way.
He pretends to be insane, and he's plowing his fields with an ox and a donkey, sowing salt instead of seeds.
I can't even imagine, like, a king,
Right.
like, reduced to this, like, seemingly,
Deranged farmer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, trying to avoid his duty.
Wow. But Odysseus, clever as he is ultimately outsmarted.
Sadly, yes.
So how does that happen?
So they know he's faking it.
Yeah.
And so they put his son, Telemachus, right in the path of his plow,
Oh,
knowing a father is not going to plow over his son.
of course.
So faced with this dilemma, Odysseus is like, okay, I'm caught.
Yeah.
And he has to reveal his sanity and go to the war.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I love that this, like, initial resistance from Odysseus,
Right.
it's like it foreshadows the resourcefulness and strategic mind that we're going to see play out,
Yes.
later on in the story.
Throughout the whole war, yeah.
But it also reveals this, like, deep-seated attachment to home, right? To his
Right.
wife Penelope and to his son Telemachus, which becomes this huge theme.
A huge theme,
That's
especially
really-
when we get to the Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about getting back home to them.
Yeah, I love how those early details kind of give you those, like, little glimpses into the hero's, like, deeper nature.
It's true. It really sets them up for their journeys throughout this whole thing.
Totally. And speaking of heroes, we can't forget about Achilles.
Oh, no, we can't forget it.
Often hailed as, like, the best of the Greek warriors.
The best? Yeah.
So who is this guy?
So Achilles is a demigod.
Okay.
He's like seemingly destined for glory, but tragically bound to this prophecy that foretells his death at Troy.
Oh, no?
His mother, Thetis, a sea nymph, she knows this prophet. And so she's trying to like hide him away. Protect him from the war.
Yeah.
And so they actually find Achilles disguised as a woman.
What?
Yeah, hidden among all these daughters of King Lycomedes.
It's pretty committed.
Right. Very committed. But Odysseus,
Of course.
master of trickery,
Yeah.
he sees right through it.
Of course he does.
So it's this classic scene where he presents all these gifts to the women,
Yeah.
fine fabrics, jewelry, and then he throws in a shield and a spear.
Smart.
And Achilles, he can't resist.
Oh, of course not.
These warrior instincts.
Yeah.
He grabs the weapons and exposes himself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very clever.
It's almost like Odysseus knew exactly how to exploit Achilles' desire for glory.
Right. Like play on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Total.
So this whole episode with Achilles dressed as a woman,
Right.
it's not just like a clever trick, right?
Yeah, it's more than that.
It feels like it's foreshadowing these recurring themes of deception and fate that we're going to see like woven throughout the whole story.
Exactly. It underscores how even the most powerful figures can be manipulated and that destiny seems to often have its own agenda.
Okay, so Iphigenia's sacrifice allows the fleet to sail, but even reaching Troy doesn't mean victory is a sure thing.
No.
So walk us through their arrival.
All right. So the Greeks, they finally reach the shores of Troy with this massive fleet,
Massive.
over 1,200 ships.
Whoa, that's a lot of shit.
Right. Just imagine the scale of that invasion force.
Wow.
But even before they set foot on Trojan soil,
Yeah.
they get hit with another prophecy, another chilling prophecy.
Uh-oh, what is it?
So the prophecy is the first Greek to land will die.
What a way to set the mood.
Right. It's ominous.
Yeah.
It sets this tense, somber tone.
Totally.
Yeah, it's like a reminder that this war will have a high cost.
Yeah.
Lives will be lost.
Yeah.
Even the greatest heroes aren't immune.
Right?
But Odysseus, ever resourceful,
Yeah.
he figures out a way to, like, navigate this prophecy. Okay.
He throws his shield down first,
Okay.
technically making it the first thing to touch Trojan soil.
That's smart.
Always thinking a few steps ahead.
Right. But somebody's got to fulfill the prophecy.
Sadly.
And unfortunately, it's this warrior, Pertesilis.
Right?
He steps onto the beach and is immediately killed by Hector.
The Trojan prince.
Yeah. Wow.
What a start to the war, right?
Brutal.
A somber beginning.
Yeah. So amidst all this, Helen finally arrives in Troy.
Yeah.
And the videos really describe her as a figure who evokes both like awe and resentment.
Yes.
So what do you mean?
So the Trojans, they're captivated by her beauty,
Right.
but at the same time, they blame her
Right.
for this war that's now consuming their lives.
Yeah.
So it's like this double-edged sword.
Yeah.
She's both a prize and a scapegoat.
Yeah, that's a tough position to be in.
Absolutely. It really adds this extra layer of tension
Right.
to an already volatile situation.
And it's this tension that kind of leads us to one of the most famous episodes.
Oh, yeah.
In the Iliad.
Wrath of Achilles.
The Wrath of Achilles. Yeah, and what causes this rage? I mean,
Yeah.
is it pride? Is it honor? Or maybe just some seriously beautiful war prizes?
Interesting.
It's a good question.
Last time we left off, the Greeks had finally landed, but there was like this storm brewing, not on the sea, but like between their own heroes.
Right.
The Wrath of Achilles, like the defining conflict in the Iliad.
Yeah, it's a big one.
But what is it that sparks this?
Yeah.
These videos make it pretty clear it comes down to pride, honor,
Yeah.
and we'll see some pretty captivating women who become like pawns in this
Yeah.
power struggle.
Pawns in a power struggle. You're talking about Chryseis and Briseis.
Okay, yeah, remind me.
Right.
Who are these women and why are they so important?
Right. So they're captured early on in the war.
Okay.
And they both become these like focal points in the tension that's building between Agamemnon and Achilles.
Okay, so Chryseis first then. Who is she and why is she so central to the story? So Chryseis is the daughter of a priest of Apollo.
Okay.
And when Agamemnon claims her as his prize,
Okay.
this sets off a chain of events that basically cripples the Greek army.
Whoa. Hold on.
Yeah.
How does one woman cause that much chaos?
Well, you got to remember, Apollo is a powerful god,
Right.
and he's not too happy about his priest's daughter being held captive.
I would imagine not.
No.
No.
So what does he do?
So to show his displeasure, he unleashes a plague on the Greeks.
A plague.
A
Like
plague.
full-blown everybody's getting sick.
Yeah, the whole army is ravaged by this disease.
Oh, wow.
And Agamemnon has to figure out what's going on, so he goes to the seer Calchas,
Okay.
and Calchas is like, it's Apollo. He's angry.
Right.
The solution is you got to return Chryseis.
So problem solved, right?
Not so fast. Agamemnon, he's,
No.
not the most noble guy.
Okay.
He decides he needs compensation for losing Chryseis.
What?
So he takes Briseis,
No.
Achilles' war prize, as a replacement.
Are you kidding me?
Achilles risked his life, and Agamemnon just waltzes in and takes his forbidden.
Wow, right.
What a jerk.
It's a huge insult to Achilles' honor.
Right.
And it's a total power grab by Agamemnon.
No wonder Achilles is mad.
This is what sparks his rage.
So he just, rage quits the war.
Pretty much. He withdraws from the fighting.
Wow.
And he says, I'm not helping you guys. You wronged me.
Do you think he's justified, though, in his anger?
I mean, it's complicated, right?
Yeah.
On the one hand, Agamemnon was totally out of line.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, sitting in your tent and sulking isn't really going to win the war.
Right.
But it's more than sulking. It's like a statement.
What do you mean?
He's saying, my worth, my contribution, you're not recognizing it.
Right.
And his absence has a huge impact.
Okay.
The Greeks start losing. Bad.
So it's like their best player just walks off the field in protest.
Exactly.
You know the team's going to suffer.
Yeah, and they do.
So do they try to, get him back?
Oh, they do.
Really?
Yeah, they try to reconcile with him.
Okay.
They offer him tons of treasure. They even offer him Briseis back.
Wow.
If he'll rejoin the fight.
So he's really holding out.
But he's still angry. He refuses.
Wow. Stubborn, this Achilles.
Right.
Meanwhile, though, the Trojans, they're sensing this shift in power.
Yeah.
What do they do?
Well, they press their advantage.
Okay.
With Achilles out of the picture, they push the Greeks back towards their...
Oh, wow.
The war's turning in their favor.
Man, I bet the Greeks are really starting to regret letting Agamemnon get away with that power play.
Oh, for sure. Speaking of which, Hector, he's leading the Trojan forces, but he's not, a straight-up villain, is he?
Right, that's what I was thinking. He seems more complicated than that.
He is.
So how do the videos present him?
Well, they portray him as this noble and even sympathetic figure.
Okay.
He's fighting for his city, his family, his people.
Right.
He's a skilled warrior, but he's also a loving husband and father.
There's that scene, right?
Yes.
Where he says goodbye to his wife, Andromache.
And their son, Astyanax.
Yes.
It's heartbreaking.
It is. It's I get why they include it.
Right.
But does it, make us too sympathetic towards the enemy?
It's a powerful moment, no doubt.
Yeah.
It humanizes him, even though he's leading the charge against the...
Yeah.
And it reminds us that on both sides of this conflict, there are people with families and loved ones and hopes and dreams.
Right.
It's not just good versus evil,
Yeah.
but a clash of loyalties and motivations.
Yeah, it really highlights the complexity of war.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Achilles is out.
Right.
The Greeks are losing.
Yeah.
And the gods, they haven't exactly been sitting idly by, have they?
Oh, no, not at all. The gods are a constant presence in this war.
Right.
And their intervention adds a whole other layer of complexity.
Okay, yeah, they're meddling and everything.
Oh, totally.
They're playing this cosmic game of chess with the humans as their pawns.
Exactly.
So who are the main players in this divine drama?
So you've got Hera and Athena.
Right.
Firmly on the side of the Greeks.
Okay.
They hate Troy.
Okay.
And they're constantly scheming to help their favorites win.
Right.
On the Trojan side, you have Aphrodite,
Okay.
the goddess of love,
Right.
a staunch supporter of Paris and his cause.
Right, makes sense.
And then there's Apollo,
Right, yeah.
who we saw with the plague. He definitely favors Troy.
Right, okay, so it's a whole soap opera up on Olympus.
Totally.
So how do all these interventions, affect the actual war, though?
Well, they make it really unpredictable.
Right.
1 minute, the Greeks are winning. The next, the Trojans have the upper hand.
Right.
The tide can turn on a dime.
Wow.
Depending on which god is feeling more mischievous that day.
So confusing for those humans caught in the middle of it all.
Oh, for sure. You're trying to fight a war, but you also have to deal with these powerful, unpredictable forces that could change everything in an instant.
So are they even in control of their own destiny?
That's a great question. It's like this interplay between human choices and divine influence that makes the Trojan War so fascinating.
So back to the Greeks. They're getting pushed back.
Yeah.
Their star player is still sulking.
Yeah.
And the gods are just playing games with them.
Yep.
So what happens next?
Okay, well, remember Patroclus.
Yeah. Achilles' best friend.
Yes, Achilles' best friend. Well, he sees the Greeks suffering
Yeah.
and their ships in danger,
Okay.
and he decides to take matters into his own.
Uh,
Yeah, this is not going to end well.
what does he do?
Well, he convinces Achilles to let him wear his armor
No way.
and lead the Myrmidons into battle.
Okay, remind me, who are the Myrmidons again?
Oh, they're Achilles' elite warriors.
Okay.
Super fierce.
Oh, wow.
The plan is to scare the Trojans.
Okay.
Make them think that Achilles is back in the fight.
It's a pretty clever plan.
Right.
but also incredibly risky.
Yes. And Achilles, he knows this.
Right.
He warns Patroclus. He says, drive back the Trojans, but do not engage Hector.
He's got that sense of foreboding.
Oh, yeah.
Like he knows something bad's going to happen.
Right. But Patroclus,
Of course.
feeling all invincible in this awesome armor,
Yeah.
he gets carried away.
Yeah.
Ignores Achilles' warning.
Of course.
Gets caught up in the heat of battle, ends up facing Hector, and, well, Hector kills him.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I knew it.
It's tragic.
It is. So how does Achilles take this?
He's devastated, and his grief turns into this burning desire for revenge,
Okay.
and he finally agrees to return to battle,
Okay.
but it's not about glory anymore. It's
Okay.
about avenging Patroclus.
Wow. This is where it gets real.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Well, Thetis, Achilles' mom, goes to Hephaestus.
What was that?
Oh, he's the god of the forge, like the blacksmith god.
Okay.
And she begs him to make new armor for it.
Okay.
And this armor, oh, it's amazing. It's radiant, almost supernatural.
Wow. It's like a symbol of Achilles' transformation.
Yeah, exactly. He's not that brooding, wounded hero anymore. He's a force of nature,
Yeah.
consumed by rage and grief.
So he goes back onto the battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
What happens?
He's unstoppable.
Wow.
He just cuts through the Trojan rank,
Yeah.
slaughtering anyone who gets in his way.
Wow.
It's like the return of the Greek star player.
Right.
But this time, he's playing with a vengeance.
What about Hector?
He doesn't just sit back and watch this.
Right.
They have this final duel,
Yep.
one of the most famous in literature.
I can imagine.
It's a clash of titans.
Yeah.
These two great warriors fueled by years of conflict
Yeah.
and personal animosity.
And let me guess, Achilles wins.
He does, but it's a brutal victory.
What do you mean?
He chases Hector around the walls of Troy,
Okay.
taunting him, refusing any mercy.
Oh, wow.
And when he finally kills Hector, he doesn't stop.
Oh, no. What does he do?
He ties Hector's body to his chariot
Oh.
and drags it around the walls of Troy for days,
Oh, my God.
humiliating the Trojans.
That's intense.
It's pretty horrific. It is.
Even for a warrior driven by grief and revenge,
Right.
it seems excessive.
It does. It makes you wonder if he's really the hero
Right.
we thought.
It's definitely a complicated moment.
Yeah.
You can empathize with his grief and fury,
Yeah.
but his actions are undeniably cruel.
Right.
And it forces us to confront the darker aspects of war
Yeah.
and the capacity for even the most celebrated heroes to commit atrocity.
I feel like Achilles is just such a difficult character to pin down.
He is.
He's brave. He's powerful.
Yeah.
He's loyal to his friends.
Right.
But he's also capable of such brutality.
Yeah.
It really raises that question.
What makes a hero?
What makes a hero, right? Is it just strength and skill, or is there like a moral component as well?
It's a question for each listener to ponder.
Yeah.
But even with Hector dead and the Greeks seemingly on the verge of victory,
Right.
the story's far from over.
Oh.
What happens next might just surprise. Last time we left off, Achilles was, totally consumed by grief and rage, desecrating Hector's body in this really brutal display.
It was a victory, but not one that you'd really call heroic.
Right, exactly.
But it's interesting how the story kind of shifts after all this violence.
All right.
We start to see a different side of Achilles.
Really?
Yeah, one that's capable of compassion and even empathy.
I'm having a hard time picturing that,
Huh.
This is the guy who dragged Hector's body around for days.
I know, right? Oh, but it starts with Priam,
Okay, remind me. Priam's?
Hector's father,
Right. The king of Troy.
the king of Troy.
Now imagine his grief.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
He's lost almost all his sons to this war,
Right.
and now his greatest warrior, Hector, is gone.
It's an unimaginable loss.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
So what does he do?
Well, in a moment of incredible courage and desperation, Priam decides to go to Achilles' tent.
What?
Yeah, he goes alone and unarmed. Hello.
To the enemy
He's
camp?
gonna beg for his son's body back.
Oh, wow. That takes guts.
It's incredibly brave,
Yes.
especially given what's happened.
Totally.
But he's willing to humble himself before the man who killed his son,
Yeah.
just so he can give Hector a proper burial.
That's a powerful image.
Yeah.
So what happened? How does Achilles react?
Well, at first, he's just stunned,
Yeah.
but then something shifts.
Okay.
He sees his own loss reflected in Priam's grief.
Yeah.
He remembers his own father,
Right.
Peleus, and how he must be feeling.
Right.
It's this moment of connection, like a shared understanding of loss that just goes beyond the war.
Wow. So does Achilles soften?
He does. He gives Hector's body back to Priam.
Yeah.
And he even grants the Trojans an 11-day truce for Hector's funeral.
So they can,
Mourn and bury him properly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really a profound moment.
It is.
This glimpse glimpse of human connection amidst all the brutality.
It really is. Like, even in the darkest of times, empathy can still arise.
Absolutely.
In the most unexpected places.
Yeah. And it has a ripple effect, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, for a short time, the Greeks and Trojans, they set aside their hatred and acknowledged this shared sense of grief and humanity. It's like the war takes a pause to allow everyone to like breathe and reflect.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's powerful.
But eventually the fighting has to resume, right?
It does. But remember, even though Achilles is back in the fight, he's still fated to die at Troy.
Right.
His time is limited.
So how do the Greeks ultimately win if their greatest warrior is going to fall?
Well, the videos point to two figures who become really crucial at the end.
Okay.
Neoptolemus and Philoctetes.
I don't remember.
Right. They haven't really come up before.
So who are they?
So Neoptolemus is Achilles' son.
Oh, wow.
And Odysseus brings him to Troy because they need someone to, like, inherit Achilles' legacy.
Right, like fill his shoes.
Exactly. His strength, his ferocity. He's young, but he's already a great warrior.
So like father, like son?
In a lot of ways, yeah. But the other key figure is Philoctetes. He holds the real key to victory.
What do you mean?
Well, remember that prophecy about the weapons of Heracles?
Oh, right. Yeah, the poisoned arrows.
The poisoned arrows. Well, Philoctetes is the guardian of those.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's this fascinating character.
Okay.
With a really complex back.
Okay.
Years before the Trojan War, he was abandoned on an island because of this terrible wound.
Oh, wow.
So he's bitter, angry, and he doesn't trust the Greeks.
Rightfully so.
Totally.
But how do they convince him to help?
Well, Odysseus, master manipulator, figures it out.
Okay. Yeah.
He appeals to Philoctetes' sense of desire for revenge.
Okay.
And eventually persuades him to bring Heracles' bow and arrows to Troy.
So now they have everything they need to finally conquer Troy.
Almost. They still have to get past those walls.
Right.
And this is where we get Odysseus' most famous trick.
Trojan horse.
The Trojan horse.
It's like one of the most iconic stories of deception ever.
I know, right?
Like, I can't believe they actually fell for that.
It is kind of hard to believe after 10 years of war.
Right.
But that's the brilliance of it.
Yeah.
It plays on their desire for the war to be over.
They just want to go home.
Exactly. So the Greeks build this giant wooden horse.
Okay.
Supposedly an offering to the gods.
Right.
And they hide their best warriors inside.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the Greek army pretends to sail away.
Oh, wow.
Leaving the horse behind as a gift.
What a bait and switch.
Right. And the Trojans,
Yeah.
despite some warnings,
Yeah.
they're persuaded to bring the horse into their city.
Yeah.
They think it's a symbol of victory.
Right.
A sign of the gods' favor.
I guess 10 years of war will make you celebrate a little too quickly.
Right. So under cover of darkness,
Yeah.
the Greek warriors sneak out,
Okay.
open the city gate,
Oh, man.
and the rest of the Greek army, who actually secretly return,
Right.
they swarm into Troy.
And that's it. The fall of Troy.
It's a scene of chaos and brutality.
Yeah.
The city is sacked. Priam and his sons are killed.
Oh, wow.
Helen is taken aback by Menelaus, and Troy is burned to the ground.
It's a tragic ending.
It is.
To such a long and bloody conflict.
So much bloodshed, so much loss.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet, you know? What about the aftermath?
Right. What happens to the victors?
Well, they don't just sail home and live happily ever after.
What happens?
A lot of them face their own trials on the journey home.
Okay.
Agamemnon, for example, is murdered by his wife when he gets back.
Oh, wow.
And Odysseus, he spends 10 years wandering.
Before he gets home.
It's like the consequences of war linger long after the fighting ends.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So the Trojan War, though, it's not just about conflict and destruction, right?
No, it's also about resilience, rebirth, and how these myths shape how we view history and ourselves.
We've covered so much in this deep dive, you know.
We have. It's a lot to take in.
Love, war, betrayal, revenge.
Divine intervention.
Yeah, it really has it all. And it leaves us with so many questions.
It does.
Like, who's ultimately responsible for all this tragedy? Helen, Paris, the god? Or is it more complicated than that?
Yeah.
This mix of fate and free will.
That's something for each listener to think about.
Right.
And maybe the best way to find your own answers is to dive into Homer's Iliad and Odyssey yourself.
That's a great idea.
Experience these epic poems firsthand.
Yeah, for sure. And on that note, I think we'll wrap up our deep dive into the Trojan War. But the conversation doesn't have to end here, you know?
Okay.
Share your thoughts with us on social media, or better yet, grab a copy of Homer
Yeah.
and embark on your own journey into this captivating world.
Totally.
Thanks for listening.